21 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Alien City Dragway. I'm getting it right now after goofing it up for an hour there. Roy Stephenson, manager, and John Davidson joining us as well. Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing today?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing
Pretty
good. So you guys got a big weekend coming up at the Dragway here.
Yeah.
First off, for folks that may not be familiar with the Dragway, give them a little bit of background. Give them some history of the Dragway here.
Well, we've been open since about 2005, I think 12 or 13 this last run, and we're going strong. What else? So we've been doing a couple events this year, not as much as we'd like, but we're still working at it, and we got big plans for next year.
Well, and y'all are made up of a bunch of volunteers, right? It's
yeah.
It's just a bunch of guys and gals that said, "I love drag racing.
Yep,
We got this facility. Let's groom it, support it, and hopefully get a whole bunch of people coming down.
And it's one of the nicest facilities in New Mexico.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. You guys draw unique things that other parts of the state can't get because of that track, right?
Yeah. It's a really nice track. It's set up great, and we got more plans to make it even better for next year.
Good deal. Well, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, honestly.
I eat, breathe, and sleep drag
How many
racing.
weekends are you guys out there when it's not racing, working on the track?
I'm there every week. Every week, and at least 3 times a week.
Yeah. So what was the passion for you? Is it just racing? You love, what? Or was it?
I grew up going to this drag strip, and I watched 3 or 4 managers run it.
Yeah.
And
it's just the blood.
It's in my blood. Yeah.
So do you get to race still, or is it mostly just
not
track
as much
management?
as I'd like to this year, but I'm working on that as well. But we'll see what happens for next year for that.
Do you get to race some, or are you busy being,
I'm actually just part of Trucking for Tots.
Okay.
We bring the semis out, and
So you're the truck guy.
yeah,
All right. Very cool.
one of 3. Yeah.
Nice. So which kind of, we'll call it a segue, transition to what we got going on this weekend. Talk a little bit about the Trucking for Tots event that you guys have coming up here.
Well, this weekend we got a truck show. The gates open to the public at noon. All participants and vendors will be setting up around 10 to open.
Okay.
We got different classes. We got antique show, cab over show, best paint, best interior, and then we have a light
lights.
show at.
So it's not all about speed. It's about purdy a little bit.
Yeah,
a lot of
we're actually throwing a. It doesn't have to be just strictly a show truck. We like to see working trucks.
Sure.
We really want the
ones that
community
are,
involved, basically.
Ranch by day and racetrack by night, that's A-okay.
Right.
Sure.
and semis too, right? There's going to be some
That's
semis.
all
It's
truck
all
semis.
Yeah.
All truck
We'll have
shows,
semi heads up racing, and then
See, to me, that's amazing to watch 2 semis go head to head. Like, is there classes for that too? Because imagine not all semis are created equal here,
Yeah.
Well, we just the only difference, the majority in them is, some people have more horsepower, but general rule.
Well, if you got more weight, then you're going to need more horsepower, and it's all about math.
For an event like this, it's for a cause. We're giving back to the community,
Sure.
so
It's more of a fun race than a competitive.
yeah, we're not getting down to
Nitty gritties.
professional stuff like that. It's just
Come and
bring
let's
it, run it.
race some trucks, have some fun,
Yep.
and then get some toys here for the kids.
I
And
think
collect.
we got a couple military trucks coming.
Okay.
Just to have fun.
Nice.
So,
So maybe a few like those
Top.
deuce and a halves or one of those
Yeah.
things rolling up in there.
I think
Nice.
top speed on those is gonna be like 40.
You know what I'd like to see? Military Hummer versus civilian Hummer.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that race.
There you go.
That'd be kind of cool. Because you know what? No disrespect to civilian Hummers, they ain't the military.
No.
I love the military Hummers. You can keep them civilian. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Here. So give it the pertinent detail, dates, times, all that good stuff.
Okay, so it's on October 22nd.
Okay, this Saturday.
This Saturday. Gates open at noon. The truck show will be going on pretty much all day till about 4:30. We're having a costume contest.
Okay.
So it's only $5 to be judged. You'll get an award afterwards. We're going to have scariest costume, most creative, best alien, best group.
Okay.
And we're going to have a bunch of vendors out there. We're going to have the Trucking for Tots guys on the grill for starters. They're going to, all their plates that you buy go to their proceeds and helping out the kids in the community.
Oh, nice.
We'll have an arts and crafts table, a haunted bus, sweet treats, T-shirts, and some cornhole.
So it's a big festival.
Yeah, basically
Saturday.
we'll have
with some racing involved.
Yeah, we'll have streetcar drag racing, and then of course semi-drag
so there'll be
racing.
a few cars as well, not just the trucks.
Yeah, just not the trucks.
If you like the fast boys, there'll be some of them out there.
Yeah, there'll be
too.
a few quick cars out there too. And then on Friday night we're just doing TNTs.
Excellent.
So you can bring whatever you want and race Dennis track as much as you want for only $30.
Nice. So come out, come hungry, because I imagine there'll be plenty of food vendors and all kinds of stuff out there. And bring some toys for the
toys and bags of candy, because we're going to also be doing trunk or treating with all the semi trucks.
Okay, so bring you a bag of candy and probably a new unwrapped toy.
Yeah, unwrapped toy. The values don't go over $20-$30.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, don't buy them no expensive
crazy stuff.
PlayStation or something.
Yeah, don't bring no PlayStation 5. That'd be cool, but I don't recommend that.
I appreciate your generosity, but it's just going to make some people mad when they give that. I want that. Why did I end up with this and you got a PlayStation?
Yeah. And we'll also have the Matthew Palmer band out there from like 4:30 to 6:30.
Nice. They're great if you've never seen them live.
Yeah.
I've had a chance to see them multiple times, and they're a nice three-piece. They do. What I love is not only does his original stuff, but he kind of has that blues classic rock, but it crosses. Like I've heard like 90s grunge to like, the 70s and 60s, classic rock.
I think his style of music would fit in perfect where we're at.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
good stuff.
I think a guy racing a semi-truck would love to listen to the Matthew Palmer Trio.
Yeah. But can I get a few shout outs to some of the sponsors and stuff like that?
Please sponsor. Please.
I would like to thank Truckin' for Tots for teaming up with me to help me do this whole event. It's for an awesome cause. The Dexter Fire Department, Creative Community Dancing Light Promotions, the Crash Site Candies, Dandy Dairy, Roswell Community Disaster Relief, Hustlers Anonymous, Chance Materials, Tate Branch, J&S Mechanical, Two Brothers Landscaping, and Sunwest Refrigerations. Those guys, without all those guys' help, I wouldn't be able to do any of this.
Yeah, the generosity, the donations, labor, whatever, each one of these provide. And they get it because they know that you guys are just out here trying to do, have fun and do good
we're trying to
things
give
for the community.
some the people of Roswell something to go do.
Yeah. So while we got you here, talk a little bit about Trucks for Tots and what when you're not out at Alien Dragway, what are you guys doing?
We got regular jobs. Most of us are going to work every day, driving truck.
Okay. Do you guys have meetings and is it that organized, or you just say no? We're a bunch of guys. We truck and collect toys and around the holidays.
We actually have meetings held at the Dexter Fire Department. Okay. In Dexter.
So are you looking for new members? People that are truckers as well, or are you kind of good on volunteers right now?
Actually, we have a small board. It's Jimmy Rodriguez, Joanna Rodriguez, Mario Regalado, and myself. Okay. So far, as we take on more for Southeast New Mexico, we could be venturing out into.
So you're kind of growing here, and
this is our second year.
Good deal.
Our very first year was during COVID. We just threw it together and did a small deal at Lake Van, and then we decided to
just help out where help was needed, and you said, you know what, maybe we can turn this into a regular thing. So, very cool. So it kind of spawned from COVID then a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it. Very good. And then obviously, truckers and what you guys do kind of does line up with the Dragway here and what's going on there, and every weekend they're out having fun and doing stuff out here, and say, hey, let's it's like peanut butter and chocolate. Let's put it together and see what happens. Yeah. And now we're gonna have a fun weekend of trucks racing and collecting toys and like you said, a whole carnival with a bus, a haunted bus and trunk
and I even
and
have word. I even got word there might be a monster truck on the property.
Okay,
so
there might make its way over.
Yeah, one might make its way over to us.
Well, hopefully, with all the rain we've had, maybe there's stuff off track they can.
Oh, well, I might let them do some donuts or something. I ain't scared.
It's like, don't you get on my track with that thing. But around here in the middle of nowhere, you tear that up. Yeah. I'm curious. I imagine you're always looking for more folks to volunteer and come and be a part of the Dragway, right?
Yeah, I'm always looking for help. So, we do
I'm
all
sure
the maintenance on the track ourselves and stuff like that. And I'm short on equipment for getting stuff ready for races.
Sure.
So, I mean, any help is guaranteed. And you can always call me. My number's on the Facebook.
So I'm kind of curious. What is it? Just a group of you guys that do this, or is there like a board and official? And all that, or is it
I'm technically on the board too.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of us that are on the board. And,
Okay.
And they kind
So
of.
it's pretty grassroots.
It's very grassroots.
It's not, like a well-oiled,
No, we don't have huge
institution
help or
here.
nothing like that. So.
Just a bunch of guys said we have a passion for racing,
Yep.
and we have a desire to keep this historic track going.
Yes, sir.
And that's part of it too, is because, like we said, it's a historic track. It's one of the nicest in the state, and if you guys don't manage it or maintain it, then who is? And it goes the way of the dodo, and next thing you know, people are like, man, we don't have a place to drag race anymore.
Yeah.
And we got to go to Santa Fe or
Yeah,
wherever.
I got to haul 4 hours away.
Yeah.
One thing that I know the track is looking for sure is a sweeper. So if anybody has an old sweeper laying around,
Okay.
um,
Kind of like the
street sweepers,
The street
yeah.
sweepers.
Street sweepers,
Okay,
yes.
I got you. Not a Zamboni.
No.
Don't confuse the two.
Just that sweeper with a brush would be freaking amazing.
anything that's laying around that wouldn't take much to get going or
Sure.
sell it.
I imagine anytime the
cheap or
wind or
anything
weather
like that.
picks up, you got to thoroughly clean
Yeah,
that track
every time you got
Yeah.
all that dust from the airport that comes across there.
Yeah, and I spray sticky stuff on there, which adheres the dirt.
Yeah.
So
Well, and let's face it, depending on the types of vehicles that are racing down that track, but you start getting into the dragsters and they're doing 200-mile plus.
yeah, we're gonna
down
have
that
some of
track.
those November 4th and 5th.
Yeah,
too.
and
Jet
when-
car too.
When they go that fast, a thing like a pebble in
Yep.
the street
Yeah, I
is
can-
a bad deal.
Yeah, it can change everything.
Yeah, especially if they're getting into jet engines, because I was in the Air Force, and jet engines suck things up really easily. And if that intake is low to the ground, it will suck up rocks and things, and what we called fodding out the engine. I don't know what you guys call it, but foreign object damage, FOD. It's military. You got an acronym for everything. And so-
Yeah.
and I'm sure with these cars, it's a similar kind of deal where you guys have to really meticulously make sure that track has no kind of debris or any
Yeah.
kind of dirt on it, because the equipment that's going down it can be that sensitive sometimes to it.
Yes, sir.
So I imagine that is that's definitely a labor of love. As a person who's done my share of FOD walks, I don't want to.
It's a lot of labor for sure.
Yeah. So I imagine you could probably use some more folks if they want to come and volunteer. Maybe you love racing, or maybe you're new to the area and you're like, I raced back where I lived in Texas or wherever you come from. Come on out. Love to see you. Come be a part of the group. And we're gonna put you working on
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the burnout box or somewhere.
Yeah.
We got something for you to do.
But definitely have a lot of fun here and be a part of it. What's is through Facebook probably the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, Facebook, or you can call me for any information. My number's on the Facebook page, but it's 575-914-0098, and you'll reach me personally. And I'm Roy Stephenson, the track manager.
Yeah, Alien City Dragway.
Alien City Dragway. We're going to change that probably to Roswell Dragway.
Yeah, it
next
confused
year.
even me. I messed that up, and that's why I was talking about another event. Which, by the way, if you got time, go see that one too. It's all good stuff there. Just got to meticulously
Yeah, everybody's doing everything. So
mark your calendars here.
Yes, sir.
But definitely, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. The good news, Saturday weather-wise, sounds like it's going to be beautiful, 80 and sunny, so it won't be too hot, won't be raining.
come see them trucks. They're going to be bad. Bad.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Trucks.
Like what's is it? Like I said, do the guys show them off more as show or more for racing, or like what's? I imagine you get some that are both. That want to do both.
I know personally the Dandy Dairy Group, their trucks that they haul hay with are some of the nicest trucks you will see around here. They are really, really top.
So they're nice
trucks.
hand work trucks.
Oh yeah, and they haul the hay.
See, that's where if I had a nice truck, I'm almost nervous that I'd mess it up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to do real work of this because it's gonna mess it up. I get a beater truck to do my real work, and then use this to cruise around. But then again, isn't that also defeating the purpose of owning a truck?
Yeah, I mean, you
if you're
want
not
to show
willing
that
to get
bad
it
boy
dirty,
off.
then why the heck do you have a truck?
Yeah.
So it's
Even dirty, they look good.
That's just it. Well, like I'm a Jeep. I have a Jeep Wrangler. I've been a Jeep Wrangler guy my whole life, and my wife's like, "Why is it always dirty?" I was like, "Because it's a Jeep."
Yeah.
It's like, why am I going to be spending hours detailing a Jeep? But So come on out this Saturday again. What time's everything starting?
12 p.m. at noon. So
yeah. Oh, give the directions for folks that may not.
it's at 72 Lane May. It's out there by the airport off YO Roads.
Yes. So keep going south.
And we got signs out there
Yeah,
that
there's
say
signs.
Dragway, and that'll point you right to us.
Yeah. And depending on what time you get there, just listen for the engines.
Yeah,
And follow
pretty much.
that.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions about Trucking for Tots, they also have a Facebook page. You can contact
Excellent.
Anybody on there. If
Can you
you'd
make
like to-
donations?
Yes,
Maybe they can't.
certainly.
They ain't going to be out of town or whatever, but want to donate toys.
Yep.
There a way to get those to you through the website or the Facebook?
Yes.
Excellent.
They can contact Jimmy or Joanna on the Facebook page. More than welcome to make the checks out to Trucking for Tots.
Nice. So
we
how
have
far do you guys go out with your giving out? Is it like all of like Chaves County or is it?
So the very first year we just did Dexter. Last year we did Dexter, Hagerman, Lake Arthur, East Grand Plains.
Oh, nice. So it's growing a little bit each year.
Yes, and
So-
this year, I know we're going to add another school, possibly two. I'm not sure exactly which ones just yet, or
The team will decide. They're debating.
right. We just need to see how the fundraising goes, what we get in for money. We don't want to take on more. We don't want to promise more than what we can take on.
Sure. I would imagine, yeah, because money always helps because that they probably use that to fill gaps. Like, because you get toys collected,
Yes.
and if you get a bunch of people that donate boys' toys, you might be lacking on girls or young girls, or you know what I mean. So the money goes to fill that gap. It's like, well, we got a bunch of toys for 8-year-old boys or boys that, but we're missing stuff for girls. Then you guys can go to the stores and buy toys that girls of that age would be more into. So that being said, if people donate, is there ones you're usually lacking more of than others that you could use? Like if you say, hey, if you're going to donate, get me this. This is one we generally need a lot of, but don't get much of. Is for like teenagers, girls. I mean, is there a certain genre or type of toy that is don't get as often that you have to end up buying more of?
You know, the person that would know that question would be Joanna Rodriguez.
Okay.
She kind of controls the
Okay.
age groups. She knows.
Do me a
what's
favor.
what
Ask
there.
her that question. Put it up on your Facebook page, and that way people can. Because I imagine some people like to earmark it and things, and that way they can help you out a little bit more specific and say, okay, they don't get as many girl toys, so I'm going to bring some of those, or
Right.
toys for like 2-year-olds. I'm going to bring some of those.
What we've been doing was taking stuff to the school and having the kids take home a piece of paper,
Nice.
kind of give us a head
Oh,
count.
like a wish list or a head count.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we kind of get a
'Cause
idea there.
I just got a funny feeling this weekend when you come out to the Dragway, a lot of people are going to bring you a lot of toy trucks and cars and things that they think are cool, which they are, but not every kid's going to be into.
They got Barbie cars too. They come in
I
pink.
ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I was kind of jelly that I couldn't get the Corvette.
Yeah.
I was a little bit jealous. I was like, dude, why does it look wrong for me to have that Corvette?
We
Right?
could paint it red for you.
You know what? We could easily. I have markers. We can fix it. If anybody has any question about anything, again, best resource is look for Alien City Dragway on Facebook. Shoot your question through there, and then just come on out this Saturday.
Yep.
And like I said, bring a new toy, help
Yep.
out these kids, and come ready to have some fun and bring the whole kids, the whole family out. Come in costume if you want to. Like I said, they're doing costume contests.
Contests.
But if you're not into all that, then just come on out and have some fun anyway. Bring the toy and let's check out all these cool trucks and cars and watch the races and have some fun. And
Yep.
it's fun racing, but they're going to be bragging and a little bit of smack
yeah, for
talking.
sure.
It's just the nature of the beast,
Yeah, and I don't care what your semi looks like. If you want to come, bring it.
Yeah. Brung,
It don't have to
run
be a
what you
show
brung.
truck. It could be a work truck. Just bring it. It's $50 to enter your truck into the truck show. It's $50 to enter it in the race. You could bring your truck, park it in the corner, and go, here's $50.
Yeah.
Just bring your truck, show up, have fun, talk to others, hang out. It doesn't matter. Just trying to get involvement in the community. It seems like it's been dying off the last few years.
Need to get and COVID probably didn't help. So now
No.
we need to kind of bring it back together here and all
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
It's one thing I've learned when I was a kid. I had a friend his dad was he raced every weekend. He had bought a 68. Not bought. Well, first he had a Vega and then he blew it and then got a 68 Camaro that he raced for years. But we used to go out to the races on Saturdays and Sundays every weekend and go travel the races. So I got to see a lot of those drag races. And I tell you, some of the there was one car. In fact, it was a Vega too. It was it was a Pinto. It was an old beat up purple Pinto. It was ugly, but it blew the doors off of everything that it raced, man. And I'm like, you'd see these Camaros, like, oh, that car looks cool. It's going to whoop. And that Pinto just blow the doors off. So, yeah, the uglier sometimes means the faster. I'm just saying people, like, sleep on it, and then that thing just blows right by everybody. And you're like, what is under the hood of that thing?
And a lot of people think that they're bringing the semi out to a drag strip, they're going to tear it up. I'm going to tell you what. Those semis that are working in the field during silage season, that's more wear and tear on your truck than bobtailing down a track.
I'm about to say, you know, what you do to it every day is going to do more wear and tear on it than you running empty, you know,
right.
without a. What's now I'm just nosy curious. If you're racing a quarter-mile strip, how do you fuel that? Because you don't want to fuel it all up and weigh it down, or do you? I'm wondering, like, what's the strategy there?
It doesn't matter. We just show up. If you got full tank of fuel, you got a full tank of fuel. You got a half tank, you got a half tank.
Okay. I just didn't know if there's a strategy there to go lighter or heavier, or, you know, I guess it depends on the truck.
The weight of the truck itself, weight like that is not doesn't matter at all.
Right. But that's, you know.
Traction's key. You don't want to sit there and bounce and spin out.
Do they get some pretty cool burnouts when they do with the trucks, the semis, when they're
We
when they're
haven't
warming up
actually had anybody get too carried away with doing a burnout, but
I kind of want to see a semi do a burnout.
I got a set of super single tires. I think we're gonna try do that for some people.
I ain't gonna lie. How cool would that be? See the big semis doing burnouts there at the top of the runway, warming up the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically they have tread, so it's probably not the same reason to.
And they still smoke just like the slicks.
But I mean, you have to do it with slicks to get some traction there.
Yeah.
Whereas
You get them hot.
a radial tire, you don't need. That's what the treads are for. So
Right.
there's no need to do it, but it is fun to do it anyway.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and it's just $15 this weekend to watch, and kids under 12 are free, always.
How because the other strategy in racing is knowing how to work the Christmas tree, the lights to start the race, and that's half the battle right there, is getting that start. Is that just something you practice and get, or is there a gift to that at all for especially racing trucks? I imagine that's key in getting off the line as slow as they go.
For the trucks it would be, but I mean the lights are pretty much set at a certain time for everything.
Gotcha.
And if you get enough practice, you can get pretty good at those lights.
Sure. And if I remember right, like back when I was a kid, used to watch them. Depending on the times they dial in, your greens aren't the same on everybody. It like the slower car gets kind of a head start sometimes.
Yeah, and bracket racing, yes, sir.
Yeah, and when they do that, but that's a whole nother science on the Christmas tree. You're like, because I imagine if you're not training yourself, you might see the other guy's green and blow off on that if you're not.
If you're sitting there making a sandwich, you're definitely going to lose.
But if that other guy's got a second or so ahead of you, it's probably not that much, but
you ain't gonna catch him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. So, again, this Saturday, come on out to Alien City Dragway. Just head out like you're going towards the airport. Follow the signs out there, and come bring the whole family. Come in costume if you want. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to. Come on out. Bring a new toy for kids here.
Bring some candy for the truck.
Bring some candy. Grab a couple bags of candy and bring it on out, and then come ready to have a good time.
Get ready to see us show.
It will get loud. It is
sir.
It is a dragway. It does get loud out of the dragway. And if it ain't getting loud, then it ain't doing it right.
Yes, sir.
Anything we missed? Anything?
No, I think that's good.
And let's get you back in just so we can get the word on about after this is all over, and just say, hey, we're the dragway. We're here. We're separate from everything else.
I'd love to come back on before November 4th and 5th. We're having a Jet Funny car here.
We'll get you on. We'll talk about that, and maybe we can recruit more volunteers and things to come, because I imagine you could use more help, as far as running these events, maintaining and just keeping that facility going, because it sounds like if you guys don't, it goes the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
Like it will.
We'll be overrun with leash.
This tradition will die.
Yeah.
And we will no longer have this amazing venue available to certainly us here in Southeast, but the entire state of New Mexico. Like you said, people come from all over the state to race here because of that track and what it offers.
Yeah.
Put it this way, they wouldn't be bringing jet cars and stuff out if that track was shady.
Yeah.
Because they've got so much money tied up in those cars, they would not risk it on a track that they don't trust.
Yes, sir.
And so that in of itself probably speaks volumes to what the track is. Like, hey, we run jet cars on here. Oh, it must be in top shape because they don't let those just run on any road.
Yes, sir.
You know, A, it's a safety issue, but B, it's a lot of money invested in those things
Yep.
too. So thank you guys.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you. And again, we'd love to have you on too. As you guys get up to Christmas here and all that and getting to a point where you need more help and more collections, please reach out to us so we can help you get the word out about your collections and donations and all that good stuff.
Okay, we'll sure do. We appreciate the invite.
Absolutely. And don't work too hard.
All right, man. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.
All right. It is.